Hello everyone. This code is designed to read nested JSON files, sanitize column names, and flatten the data for easier analysis and manipulation. See steps. Import necessary libraries. Define a function to rename columns. Define a function to read JSON files into a Spark data frame. Define a function to flatten nested structures in a data frame. Read and display JSON data. Flatten and display the data. Repeat for another JSON file. Importing libraries and modules. Importing libraries. The code begins by importing several Python and PySpark libraries. These libraries provide the necessary functions and types for working with data, including reading JSON files, handling data frames, and transforming nested data structures. DateTime handles date and time operations. Delta.tables provides functions for Delta Lake operations. PySpark.SQL.functions contains various functions for data frame operations. Pandas, used for data manipulation. Glob and NTPath handle file path operations. Requests and JSON allow for HTTP requests and JSON data handling. Function to rename columns. Renaming columns. The rename columns function takes a column name and replaces certain characters, like $, spaces, and special characters, with underscores. If a column name starts with a digit, it prefixes it with an underscore. This ensures column names are valid and consistent. Function to read JSON files. Reading JSON files. The read JSON file function reads a JSON file from a given path into a Spark data frame. It uses the rename columns function to sanitize the column names. The data frame is then returned. Function to flatten nested data. Flattening data. The flatten data function takes a data frame with nested structures, like arrays or structs, and flattens it. This means it converts nested fields into separate columns, making the data easier to work with. It iterates through the data frame, checking for nested fields and expanding them until there are no nested fields left. Reading and displaying data. File path and reading data. A file path is defined, and the read JSON file function is used to read the JSON file into a data frame. The data frame is then displayed. Flattening and displaying data. The data frame is passed to the flatten data function to flatten any nested structures. The flattened data frame is then displayed. Repeating the process for another JSON file. Reading another JSON file. The code defines a new file path for a different JSON file and reads it into a data frame using the read JSON file function. The data frame is displayed. Flattening and displaying the new data. The new data frame is flattened using the flatten data function and displayed again. Thanks for watching the video.